This is JJ Solomon.
This Corey Bradshaw, Mr. RTBA, Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast. It's your boy, Mr. RTBA, Mr. 214, Senor Dos, 1 Senor Dos, 14, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. D-Boy can't touch me on my worst day. I'm right here with my dog, my partner in crime, my
What's up?
Mr. JJ Solomon, and this is the Spit Bucket Annual Golden Bucket number 3, Tris, and all that and some. JJ, what's popping, my guy?
What's up, man? I'm excited. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and it's when we get to hand out these golden buckets. Supposed to have a picture of it up already, but my bad. But no, dog, just excited to be here in person again. In person. What you think about the layout? Did you go back and watch the last episode?
Man, it was dope, bro. Like this new layout we're gonna have coming going forward. I gotta give you much credit for it, like, cause you're the engineer behind everything. Like I tell everybody, my dog JJ Solomon, I tell him every day, you are a genius, bro. You come up and with different type of stuff and think, like, I'm telling you, like, this guy right here is amazing. And everybody who's been rocking with us for these 3 years, y'all are amazing because y'all made it possible for us, not just on YouTube, but on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and everywhere the world, on Apple and all the other sites. Just know we appreciate y'all for always showing up and showing out. You understand me?
We got big goals for next year, man. We got big goals, so we're hoping that we put on a good show tonight, so that way we have some momentum going into next year. And you guys to do the norm, the subscribe and like and share and all that good stuff. Before we move forward, though, before we do any awards, I want to hit the comments real quick. Al Money, as always. Like we forgot about starting next year, we're gonna do the Buckethead of the Year award.
Oh yeah, the Buckethead.
Yeah, we should just call it the Al Money Buckethead of the Year award, bro.
For real, bro. Now, like, for real.
Oh, but look, we got Ramirez Boxing too, another big time supporter. So
so you know what, JJ?
Yeah, we're live right now, big dog.
It would have been out of them too.
100%, man.
It would have been out of them too. That would have been tough. You know,
the only way to win is an arm wrestling match, my boy. Arm wrestling match. Hold on, I'm tagging you on this Facebook post.
Or pick a closer number. Everybody, this is our award show tonight. If y'all rocking with us, please share this. You know, hit that like button. We're finna give y'all our annual everything when it comes to these Golden Bucket Awards. And I think every year we done got better and better at doing this. And tonight it's going to be a momentous occasion.
Facts. All right, we all shared up. Oh, I got one more share I want to do. Sorry, we just catching up on all the socials, man. You know, everybody, Corey, gets excited to see who's getting these golden buckets, right? You know, it's like, and then New Year's, but everybody.
You know, so it's been a great year. So this is our 2024 3rd annual Golden Bucket Awards. You know, and we're going to take time to honor the 2024 biggest moments in boxing. Do you understand me? And that's what we are here to do today. So we want everybody to make sure
Facts. We coming in. We coming in loud and clear because we had some mic issues. And again, obviously, it's the new setup, guys. Only our second time using it. Had to make some adjustments last time, so we want to be sure we're coming in loud and clear. Y'all, just if there's any sound issues, all right, we appreciate it. Looks like it's good. All right. Anyway, it's all good, man. Yeah, we're good to go. We're good to go. Before we go on, I definitely want to take some time because boxing had some sad news. So we don't want to go in and celebrating without taking a quick second to honor anytime one of there's a fallen warrior, fallen boxer. This week there was some sad news coming out of New York City. Boxer, 35-year-old cruiserweight Paul Bamba passed away. He up and comer, cruiserweight, 19-3. But the big thing, Cray, this dude fought 14 times in 2024 and won every single fight. So big time salute.
Yeah, man. We want to send our condolences to his family and friends around the world. This boxing, it's just not like a circle. We may agree to disagree, but when we come to lose someone in life, we all a family regardless of that. And we send our condolences to all his friends and families and everybody who support him around the world.
Facts. Paul Bamba, 1989 to 2024. Rest in peace, sir. All right, let's get to the getting, man. Let's get to the getting. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Like we said, man, they moved everything around on here too. Let me get these banners going. Let's get the 2024 third annual Spit Bucket Podcast Golden Buckets underway. Corey, do you want to just start opening this up, bro? You want to just start from the top? Yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go, man. We can start however we want to start it, man. This is the end of the Golden Bucket Awards. Probably be this our last show of the year, so we're not gonna see you guys for next year. So.
You want to tease who we got coming up next year with Coach? Coach. We got the one Coach. We had him before, but he's coming back as a guest coach. Coach Lenny with Richardson Hitchens' coach. So Coach Lenny back on. That'll be early next week, so y'all tune in. But let's go and get this thing.
Because when the coach talk, to hell, Coach Lenny.
We all have battles. We fight. We train. We work. We persevere. And we celebrate. We are all one.
I can't do anything if I can't walk in my prosthetic. It's a lot of pain that I feel throughout my day. It can be very intense. Now I just put that balm over it and it will heal up much faster and it'll let the callus recover. That's amazing. It is a total game changer. I am hooked. I am absolutely, I'm just hooked.
Life is hard. KO makes it better. KOCBD.com.
Can y'all hear me? How do we sound? Mr. Gumbo, can y'all hear us?
Yeah, I heard us. Let us know if y'all can hear us, man.
Still saying we muted, man. I don't know what's going on.
They said no sound.
You checking the comments?
Yeah,
Mine saying my mic is coming in loud and clear.
but it's saying mine ain't.
Mr. Gumbo threw a 100 on there. Is that good? We good? Can y'all hear us? Y'all good now? Corey, say something.
Can y'all hear me on here? Let me know if y'all can hear me.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, that's the best part about going live, dog. Best part about going live. All right, we behind now, Corey. So now, I'm gonna check these damn comments, make sure we go. All right, cool. Everything's good to go. All right, you ready to get back on it, dog?
Yeah, let's go, man.
All right, we're gonna start this year with the 2024 Prospect of the Year. Corey, we had some. Do you want to do your honorable mentions first?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead. Who's your honorable mention, bro?
My honorable mention.
The phenom, man.
Prospect of the year was Moses Utama, the 19-year-old British heavyweight, 11-0, 9-knockout southpaw. He did the unthinkable versus Dempsey McCain last Saturday or the Saturday.
Yeah, Fury Usyk.
Yeah, Fury Usyk, right? This dude right here, and McCain was supposed to be a huge step up for Moses, right? Like everybody looking at Moses now, and they looking at Moses different, right? When I say prospect, right, you know what I'm saying prospect right now, but we'll talk about that later. But just know that was my honorable mention. My
honorable mention was Albert Chop Chop Gonzalez, the undefeated featherweight, Robert Garcia squad, man. He's just looking good, looking better and better every fight. But, man, we had to go and make the decision. I think this was a bit of an obvious decision, at least on American state side. But we had to give our 2024 Golden Bucket for Prospect of the Year to none other than Abdullah Mason. Corey, what are your thoughts on Mr. Abdullah Mason?
Congratulate Abdullah Mason. Had a heck of a year. This dude right here showed from the start that he is who we thought he was, right? And he's showing us that even though he had a little trials and tribulations in his last fight, that's what boxing is about. But other than that, thus far through this entire year, this kid has been phenomenal. And with him winning our Prospect of the Year, JJ, I think we can't do nothing but salute him for that. This is well deserved.
Facts, dog. Facts. He caught my eye. We've been seeing him come up, bro, and he's making a statement now. You brought it up, the knockdowns, the adversity. I have no problem with it, dude. Let me take this off real quick. My bad on all this stuff, man. We had a lot of artwork today, trying to make this a nice show. But anyway, he saw the adversity, got dropped not once, but twice. But he came right back up and finished the job, dude, against a tough opponent. Now, when we label Prospect of the Year, that doesn't mean, this guy's untouchable. This guy's unbeatable. They're prospects for a reason. There's still things they can touch up, fine-tune their game. Abdullah Mason does have some things he needs to work on. We saw some vulnerabilities. But as far as the big package and what he's done, dude fought 5 times in 2024. I got no problem with handing him that gold bucket. We salute you. We salute you, Mr. Abdullah Mason.
Hey, salute to Abdullah Mason, like you say, well deserved. Like you say, this is boxing.
Facts.
And what Jim Leckley say, boxing is the theater of the unexpected. But what has been unexpected and what we've seen that has been expected is Abdullah Mason coming onto the scene and making a name for himself. So big dog salute to him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's check the comments. Mr. Raphael said my honorable mention was Bakram. That was a hell of a guy. I mean, he put up a hell of a fight. Good pick. Yeah. Let's go and get to it, man. We want to spend more time on the comments, but we're behind a little bit. Next category for our 2024 Golden Bucket Trainer of the Year, Mr. IOTBA. I didn't have an honorable mention. My honorable mention would have been the winner, but you want to hear a little bit about who you had as your honorable mention?
Yeah, my honorable mention, man. I think this guy don't get enough respect in his boxing game, right? I think he's starting to get that respect now because what he has did throughout last year and with his 2 children over these years in boxing. I'm talking about Freddie Fundora Sr. Do you understand me? With Gabby and Sebastian and what he's been able to do, JJ, it's just been amazing. You know, it was hard. Right?
No doubt.
It was hard, right? You know, because I this guy right here, I would have had no problem if he got this award.
I would say, yeah, we went back and forth a little bit with this one.
A little bit, but you know.
Yeah, man, no doubt. People don't realize how difficult it is to be a coach at the professional level when you're these people's father, bro. He's got 2 world champs now. Gabby being the youngest undisputed champ in the history of the sport. People just act like it's just a woman's boxing record, but 4-belt era. So salute to them and salute to Freddie Vendora. But our trainer of the year for 2024 Golden Bucket. This was a hell of a year, but we gave it to Robert Garcia, the 2024 Spit Bucket Podcast Golden Bucket winner for trainer of the year. Let me pop up his little video. I'm just hurting over here, my guy. Please forgive me. Yeah. 70-7 in 2024. Hold up, I got all the numbers right here. 3 new world championships. So 3 new world championships, 70-7 in 2024. But when you look at his roster, bro, from Bam Rodriguez, Virgil Ortiz, how he had Rayo ready for Pitbull, the young guy, the young prospect I told you, Chop Chop. Robert Garcia is staying busy, dog. He's not just looking for 1-2 fighters to bring up. If you put in the work, Robert Garcia and his team are putting it in there with you. So salute to Robert Garcia, our 2024 trainer of the year. Any follow-up, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Like Robert Garcia, not only was it well deserved that he won trainer of the year, like you stated, JJ, going 70-7.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, 3 new world titles, you know, and with him, with this phenom he got, and Bam Bam Rodriguez, in the way we seen Robert Garcia be able to elevate this guy. And I'm not just speaking on Robert Garcia as just winning the trainer of the year this year. It's like Robert Garcia has set himself as one of the all-time greats ever to coach in the sport of boxing. So I'm not going to lie to you. Robert Garcia winning this trainer of the year, I think it's well-deserved, and that dude is just phenomenal. So big dog to
100%, bro.
Robert Garcia.
100%, dog. You gotta love what he does, what he brings to sport. He's got boxing in his DNA. You know, his pops was a legend. Matter of fact, fun fact: first interview I ever did where Mr. ILTBA unleashed me was to pops Eduardo Garcia, and it was in all Spanish. And you know, Spanish wasn't my first language, guys, so I was nervous. It was Spanish. Man, I will never make fun of one of those interpreters again, because you know when you're doing the interview, you gotta be thinking about what they're saying, what you're gonna say, and man, it was a terrible interview, but I got better because of it. So salute to Robert Garcia for Golden Bucket winner 2024. All right, let's move it right along, dog. Moving right along. We had a trainer. Now we're going to upset of the year. Upset of the year 2024 Golden Bucket Correa. We had some, let's see where we at. Honorable mentions. You want to do yours first? You want me to do it? I'll go first.
Yeah, go for it.
My honorable Mike's tripping. Can y'all hear us? Hold on. Yeah, did y'all hear his upset of the year or his
They're saying no sound again.
Fuck! I wanted you to.
Good, man. Salute. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second.
It's saying it's audio. It's saying it's the right ones. Okay, we're good now.
We good?
Gumbo said yes. Raphael said no. Oh, Raphael, you missed his rant. You were giving us hell about
We didn't hear JJ.
y'all didn't hear me on what part? The upset of the year, Dubois. Yeah, so my honorable mention upset of the year, Dubois. I wasn't that shocked by it. We both kind of thought Dubois could be competitive in that fight and maybe even win, but just the general public. That's why we didn't give it to him, because neither one of us were shocked. And Corey, I don't know if they caught you, but I want Raphael to hear this, because he was saying we were hating on Bakram because he's not American. So tell him why he was your
my favorite fighters, right? I know I'm American. I was born in the USA. I'm with all of that. But my favorite fighters are from across the pond right now. And that guy that was from across the pond in Bakram, Murtab, with the TKO in round 3 of Tim Zoo, right?
That's your honorable mention.
That's my honorable mention, you understand me, for upset of the year. That guy right there, he showed he is a problem going forward.
Yeah, dog. And he put his name right there in the mix for everybody, man. Yep. But no, our upset of the year was not Bakram, was not Dubois. Our Spit Bucket podcast, Golden Bucket for upset of the year, goes to none other. Just happened a couple of weeks ago. And this was kind of an obvious after everybody was, what just happened? What just happened? Jaime Munguia getting stopped by Bruno, the Frenchman, Sorace. I hope I'm saying that right. Dude had never fought outside of France. Dude had 4 knockouts out of 24-0 with 4 knockouts. I mean, nobody saw that coming, especially Jaime Munguia coming off of a 12-rounder with Canelo, dude. Like, I got no problem with this Golden Bucket. What are your thoughts, man?
Oh, no. But Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Did everybody from the 2-1-4 where we had 2 across the pond on all the stuff, did y'all see that punch? And that's Jaime Munguia. We can't act like Jaime Munguia is a regular guy. Like, let's not get it twisted. A lot of people didn't know this guy in Bruno. He wasn't a guy who had a lot of familiarity, right? And for him to do what he did, it was shocking to everybody across the world. So this was just a no doubt pick, of upset of the year. Shout out to Bruno.
Yeah, man. Dog, what happened? I don't want to take any shine away from Bruno, but that fight, I saw no adjustments. I saw Jaime Munguia absolutely forget about defense, forget about what the man on the other side of the ring was going to throw his way. Just the same thing, round after round. Homeboy was looking for that shot the whole damn night. I don't know what was Jaime doing. He reinforcing that, or he's enforcing his rematch clause. But no doubt that this was a salute to Bakram, not Bakram. Salute to the hell's Sorace, Bruno Sorace for pretty much turning his life around, dude. He put his name right there in the mix. Let's be honest, outside of Canelo Alvarez, nobody at 168 is just gonna make you right home to mama and be careful and lock down because the boogeyman's here. So he put his name right there in the mix, bro. So salute to Bruno Sorace for the 2024 Golden Bucket for upset of the year. Let's hit these comments real quick. Make sure. All right, cool. Rafa said he wasn't saying we were hating. He was just asking a question. Bruno with the upset from Ramirez. Yeah, we seen that coming. But now let's keep it moving, dog. We just did upset trainer. We're going to just getting juicy. A lot of people's favorite knockout of the year, 2024 Golden Bucket. Craig, what was your honorable mention, dog?
My honorable mention was Dubois versus AJ. I'm sorry. We have to put Dubois in this category again, right? Because he did like the unthinkable, right? Nobody didn't think that he was going to beat AJ like that. And with Daniel Dubois able to put on a performance in front of 90,000 people into the millions, and millions of fans around the world who was watching that fight, it was simply amazing. And that's why Daniel Dubois was my honorable. AJ was my honorable mention.
My honorable mention, and I kind of wish I'd have thrown this up there because it was so bad, was Ashton Silva H2O getting stopped by Lucas Batty. That was on the eyeballs, just for me, the knockout of the year, if you're just looking at it straight up. But since it didn't mean as much, you know what I mean? I didn't do that. I didn't want to give it the nod, but if y'all haven't seen it yet, which I doubt y'all haven't, but check it out. H2O getting stopped by Lucas Batty. But no, man, our knockout of the year goes this year to Angelo Leo stopping El Venado Luis Alberto Lopez, man. Nobody saw that fight coming. I'm about to throw it up for y'all. Nobody saw that knockout coming, dog.
Nobody can even say that they seen that.
Angelo Leo over Venados. Congratulations, knockout of the year 2024. Look, he's in some good company. We saw the Caleb Plant winner. Who was our first knockout of the year? I can't remember. But anyway,
it was Caleb Plant.
But look, it was Darrell. Look at that. Look at this, bro.
Ooh.
I've said for a million times, bajillion years, that Venado is so vulnerable to this shot. But this could have been upset of the year too, man. You could have thrown that in there with upset of the year. Venado just been, dog. You remember what Shout out to our homies, our homies from Stockton. You remember how that fight with Gabe Flores looked, and how you had that relationship with Gabe. What Venado did to Gabriel Flores. I mean, this guy's been on a rampage since that day, dude.
He's a problem, Jay.
Well, not for Angelo Leo, he won.
Not for him, but what he has been doing, that solidified why he is a problem. That knockout of the year, bro. Like, oh my God, can you show that again, bro?
Yeah, let's go back and check it out. Yeah,
show that again. Did y'all see the precision of that punch that landed on her dude's jawbone? Oh my God. It's like, Mama said knock you out. Hold up. I'm gonna
bro, ESPN is wrong for doing that shot from the top, too, dog.
Mama said knock you out. Hold up. Gonna knock you out.
Oh man, yeah. So salute to Angelo Leo for the recipient of the 2024 Golden Bucket for knockout of the year, dog. Can't say it enough. This fight, man, this fight game, bro. At any moment, the story can change. Like you. All right, so let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. This is an award that we try to keep our notes up. Trying to keep the notes up. Don't be hating. Oh shit. This is the award that this is pretty much from IOTBA's brain. The He Got Next award. This is something that we've had. This will be our third year. But explain a little bit what He Got Next is, Corey.
He Got Next is a category we made up of who we think is going to be the next future breakout star coming into the new year. Right, so that's what we based this off of. We thought it was different. We didn't see nobody doing this. We thought it'd give a fresh look, and we thought that we could mention some fighters. There'll only be one winner, but we could mention some fighters as honorable mentions, and then we could have the fighter who we unanimously think that he got next for next year.
Yeah, just to name the first two we ever did. Our first He Got Next with Virgil Ortiz. And look, you kind of obviously he had that delay because of medical reasons and stuff. But if it wasn't for the delay, I think we would have been right on track for Virgil's He Got Next moment. Last year we gave it to Kid Austin. Look, we were off by a few months, but he's got this super fight with Shakur Stevenson lined up. So this isn't we're not just pulling this out of our asses. We're going somewhere with this. My pick, or not my pick. This is my runner up for the He Got Next award, 154-pounder, almost got the fight with Virgil, but Xander Zayas, man, I like him, Puerto Rican fighter, undefeated. He just got the frame. He's still young. He's got the IQ. He's got I think he's stepped for that. I didn't know what to expect if the him and Virgil fight would have gotten signed because he's young and still really hadn't been battle tested. But my pops has been telling me about Xander for a minute, so shout out to my dad. But no, Xander, you know, we've seen him grow up. We've all seen him, but he's my one of my picks for he got next. Won't surprise me one bit to see him with some straps next year.
Shout out to Jose Senior too, because he absolutely 100% on point when he talking about Xander. Like, I'm not lying. Xander is a problem, right? And like for him just to be, you know, your honorable mention, in your case, they show how much of a problem that he is. I think that guy right there is phenomenal, JJ. You know, like
yeah, no doubt.
he could have easily won it, but my honorable mention for he got next award is a guy who we had in our category of prospect of the year. But this dude is so sensational. The performances that he's put on, it just rose his name above the ladder. And right, with this dude being 11-0 with 9 knockouts,
Southpaw,
and a southpaw, and he's 19 years old now, y'all. This right here.
Oh shit!
1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep it going.
With this guy being 11-0, with 9 knockouts, right? And the performances that he's been putting on is simply fantastic. My honorable mention for the 2024, you know, he a golden bucket. He got next. Just the honorable mention is, you know, because like I said, this guy right here, what he did this last fight on that Usyk versus Fury card, Moses Atuma was my honorable mention. But he got next award. And so what we're gonna do right now, y'all, we're gonna take a quick look.
No, I'm just gonna change the camera.
Look 2-minute break.
This is crazy, dog. Crazy. Now we keep talking. Let's keep talking because our audio is still coming out. Let's at least give out the winner for he got next. Easy one for us though. This is what he got next. I will say this. Our winner for he got next is Keyshawn Davis, 2024 Golden Bucket winner. And it's due, bro. Like this dude is coming off. But I want to make sure folks know after Keyshawn's last fight, me and Corey picked up the phone, and that was our first conversation. Like we believe he got to that next level after his last showing, man. And we said he's got to be our he got next fighter before we knew that he was going to be fighting in February. Well, all signs are pointing that he's going to be fighting for Dennis Baranchik's WBO strap in February. So we called that prediction, or we called that he got next before he got the championship fight got announced. Hey, Baranchik's gonna be tough, dog, but I really got a good feeling that Keyshawn is gonna bring home a strap, dog.
Oh yeah, man, Keyshawn Davis, bro. Oh my God, bro. Nice. Like I got to give all credit to Bomac and his team, right? But like I said, what Bomac has shown, what he was able to do is like simply just like incredible, right? Like Keyshawn Davis is one of them guys, right, who you know that you could look at, right, and you could tell like physically, mentally, spiritually, if you into all that, you could tell when you look at that guy just by hearing his story and just by seeing everything that Keyshawn Davis was able to overcome in his career to get to where he at. And that's spectacular. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. I mean spectacular performance he had in his last fight. Bruh, if this guy right here, in my opinion, not the
All right, listen up, guys. We're calling all Little League coaches. We're calling all middle school coaches, calling all high school coaches. We're calling out all those team mamas. If you need team uniforms, if you need jerseys, accessories, whatever gear you're looking for the team, please check out our friends over at Elite Sportswear. These guys do it all, and they do it great. So if you're needing a brand new look for the younger athletes, for the teams, do me a favor, trust us with Elite Sportswear. These guys do all of our gear here at Spit Bucket Podcast, hats, shirts, hoodies. We could not be more pleased with them. So check them out over at thebetteruniform.com. You can find them on Facebook at The Better Uniform or on Instagram, Elite Sportswear 17. That's Elite Sportswear 17 on Instagram. Again, if you want your team looking super fly on game days, do yourself a favor, do the squad a favor. Call Roderick and the team over to Elite Sportswear ASAP. Let them know the Spit Bucket Podcast sent you.
I don't think it's working.
Can y'all hear us? Can y'all let us know if y'all hear us?
Y'all heard us?
Appreciate you, Keggy. Keggy talking about a great show so far. We are just trying our best here to keep these things going. Boom. All right, cool. Corey, how's your camera? We pivoting over here, guys. Huh?
Look, it's dark as fuck.
We'll just do this. This is called pivoting. Right here. How you looking, Corey? You get your camera working or not?
Nah, this shit ain't working.
No, Test. I think we might be good to go. I think we're coming in loud and clear. If anybody's even still on.
I see some people still on it. I know there's 2 people still. I'm not gonna see.
All right.
Y'all heard us? Oh, I guess remember this game, but
All right. Audio's good. Corey, you looking at the camera right here now? Yeah, we at this camera now. And what were we on? Shit, hold on. Now there was somewhere to put the mouse at. I don't even want to touch that damn thing.
It's called regrouping, ladies and gentlemen.
It's called pivoting like some champ. This is called getting to the corner and making some adjustments. Is what it's called. So we gave Keyshawn Davis our He Got Next, right? Salute to He Got Next. For Keyshawn Davis, recipient 2024 Golden Bucket winner. Much deserved too.
He deserved every bit of the credit he gets. Dude is phenomenal. He a problem.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The only thing I just want him to do is just stay focused and understand that he got to chase his dream, right? You can't play second fiddle to Shakur.
Fact.
Because that's your brother. Well, do DNA, sir. He's not your
Yeah.
brother.
I'll say this. I get it. There's a lot of other names too, but if it ever comes down, I don't think Shakur needs to be his next fight or nothing like that. That just sounds like us being wanting to see it. But if it comes down to Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis being the two biggest names at 135 or 140 or whatever the case may be, I hope they give us what we need to see because I've thought the world of Shakur, but Keyshawn is right there with us, bro. Like with it, man. Keyshawn is looking great, so I'm excited to see his fight in February and bring home the strap. All right, let's keep it going. This is a category that we kind of created last year. So we didn't have a first 2022 Golden Bucket winner for it, but it's a performance of the year. We did this obviously because Terrence Crawford couldn't have been the fighter of the year, fighting only one time last year. But we started a performance of the year, and it's another one that we can kind of come up with the rules. Who just blew you away? Who came out and showed out? For 2024. Corey, hold on, let me get to my bad. Man of multiple hats tonight. Corey, you want to get first on your performance of the year? Honorable mention?
Honorable mention. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, right here, we had an amazing year. Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua, right? That performance he had against him, man, against all them fans, around the world, bro, that was just simply incredible. And only thing I could look to hope from Daniel Dubois is he could stay focused, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because all this money coming his way now. Everybody looking at him like he is the guy right now. So I want to see the next chapter to see if he's going to be able to stay focused. Because it's easy when you're coming up, right?
Yep.
JJ, right? But now when you made it to the top and now everybody's looking at you like, whoop, this is a tough man to beat. He's going to have to show us that against Joseph Parker. But his performance against Anthony Joshua was my honorable mention.
Good pick, dog. I love what Dubois did. Like I said, we've already talked about him a couple of times. But listen, there ain't no bias or nothing like that. We're just showing love. We're just answering the questions. My performance of the year, honorable mention. New to the scene, man. He showed up to the scene last year. But Brian Norman Jr.'s win over Santillan in Santillan's backyard. Santillan, a heavy favorite, and Norman coming in here and not only getting the win, but getting the stoppage. That was a good ass bloody fight. And just seeing Brian Norman take it on to the next level, man, that was a hell of a fight. So my honorable mention, Brian Norman Jr. Performance against Santillan. But our performance of the year this year, don't nobody trip, but we gave it to the ladies, man. Like, how can you not give it to the ladies? You're talking about, like, look, most people in the world, in the United States, don't know who Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor are. But these women knew that all eyes were going to be on them for one night on that Tyson J. Paul undercard. And how many times have we hyped up a fight or been anticipating a fight and it just lets us down? This did not happen. The rematch picked up right where they left off, and these women put on a tremendous show. A large majority of the audience gave this fight to Amanda Serrano. Look at that terrible cut. I mean, she left it all in the ring. It's hard to pick winners for fights like this, but for that, we gave them the performance of the year. Both the ladies taking home a golden bucket. We don't have enough money to get 2 golden buckets, so they're going to have to cut it in half. Corey, what are your thoughts?
No, I agree 100% on everything you said, man. That performance, man, in front of that enormous crowd here in Arlington, Texas, being in front of 50 million people, 30 million people, they saying watch the fight that night. And for them two ladies to come out there and be able to put on a show like that, I mean, how can you not give it to them? This ain't about, I want y'all need to or give it to them. No, we don't play second place. You don't get consolation prizes for being second place. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, once again, 2 years in a row, in my Drake voice, they went back to back.
Yep.
So that's why they are the the
creme de la creme, performance of the year, Spit Bucket Podcast, Golden Bucket. Last year they won Fight of the Year, dog.
Oh, they won
Yeah, Bud won performance of the year. Still, back to back, back to back, man, and they deserve it, dog. They deserve it, and it was hard not to give them fight of the year this year, to be honest with you. But let's keep it moving, man. We did performance of the year. Now we're getting to the final three categories. The championship round. We're gonna get to our next award, the fight of the year, 2024 Golden Bucket for fight of the year. Gray, we got a couple of honorable mentions. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to take charge?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Go for it. Who was your honorable mention for fight of the year this
My
year?
honorable mention for fight of the year was Raymond Ford, stopping Orlando Gonzalez. Like Raymond Ford versus Orlando Gonzalez. Like Raymond Ford, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me, y'all. He was down on all scorecards going until that round, right? He was down on all scorecards. And the way he brought that miraculous, I'm talking about, he brought that Honda, that gargoyle punch out. And the way, he was able to stop Orlando Gonzalez, when everything was against him going into that round, oh man, it was close. That's why he was my honorable mention to this.
My honorable mention, that's a good pick, man. That's a hell of a fight. And salute to Ford for pulling it off there at the end, bro. That's a hard thing to do, dude. My honorable mention, Virgil Ortiz against Boachuk. Hell of a fight, back and forth. Virgil Ortiz got caught a couple of times with some flash knockdowns. Came back, dominated the fight. First time I scored that fight, yeah, I see how a lot of people say it was nobody should say it's a robbery. I see how a lot of people say Boachuk won. Went back and watched it a couple of times. I saw Virgil winning the fight. But regardless if we had winning the fight, them dudes left it all in the ring. And we saw adjustments. We saw ups and downs and changes in momentum. And a lot of people gave that to fight of the year. But for us, when you look at the magnitude of the moment, the what's on the line, Corey, why don't you go and tell them who's the fight of the year? Fight of the year.
The fight of the year. Usyk versus Fury. One.
Yeah, the first one.
The first fight. Like everybody already know. We know Usyk beat Fury in the second fight. But Usyk versus Fury 1 was the best fight of the year in 2024. Like hands down. Them guys getting there going for the undisputed heavyweight champion, like undeniable, the title of all titles, being in a bigger division, and the performance that Usyk and Fury put on, man, come on, how could that not be the fight of the year, ladies and gentlemen?
Facts, dog. Facts. You talk fight of the year. That's the fight that should mean the most with the belts and all that. Not just a defenseless fight and going or swinging away. What I loved about Fury Usyk, again, we saw sways. We saw Fury win in the early part. We saw Usyk landing a huge shot, and we saw him taking over and not punching himself out when Fury was out on his feet. So hell of a fight. They put up a hell of a rematch. I like the rematch a lot too. It wasn't as quite as explosive as the first one for me, but for all the marbles, everybody watching, it wasn't another heavyweight snoozer that we've been, used to for generations after Lennox Lewis and stuff. It was a great fight. So salute to Usyk and Fury for taking home 2024 Golden Bucket for fight of the year. Let's hit these comments real quick. Now that we've gone more than 10 minutes without a technical difficulty. Shit. Let's see. Keggy, Dubois, my favorite fighter. My favorite fighter, Nick Ball, destroyed Ray Ford. All right, man. But does Nick Ball have a golden bucket, though? I don't think so. Tia, what's up? That KO was nice by Ford. Keggy said I had a 7-5, but 6-6 is fine, too. Fury won the first fight by 1 point. Okay, all right. So he's just talking. All right. Anyhow, we're gonna get back to it. We got 2 awards left, and this is for Mr. and Mrs. Fight of the Year. So fighter of the year. So our first one, female fighter of the year candidates, or not our candidates, but our runner-ups. We both came to agreement on this. Want me just tell who both are honorable mention. It wasn't. Women's boxing is doing big things, but I don't know that there was it was an obvious pick for us. What I'm trying to say, Chantel Cameron was our honorable mention. She had a close majority decision loss late last year to Katie Taylor, but had a good solid bounce back year. She's 2-0 2024, won the interim belt, the interim WBC strap. So she had a good bounce back year since the Katie Taylor fight. But our winner, and Corey, seems like you got a real special place in your heart for Gabby Fundora. Because every time we talk about her and her brother, you just love these Fundoras. So, oh, my bad, I blew it. My bad, I blew the surprise. We'll talk about the female fighter of the year, my boy.
Man, Gabby Fundora, man.
Miss Undisputed.
Miss Undisputed at a young age, man. Not only does she have that innocent smile on the outside of the ring,
hell yeah,
but in the inside of the ring, if you're looking at her, she is really like that. She turns into a different person. And with her being able to become undisputed, it was just no denying. This was just like, in me and JJ opinion, a clear cut, no debating situation that Gabby Fundora was the fighter of the year and getting that Golden Bucket Award from the Spit Bucket Podcast.
Salute to Gabby Fundora. It's just, I mean, she's had a hell of a year, dog. She won that IBF strap and came and put it all on the line against man, I forget her name. We threw the picture up there. Her name's Gabriella too. I forget her name, but anyhow, and great people, dog. Like, we've had the opportunity to just kind of kick it with them behind the scenes and stuff, and they're just good people, man. So salute to Gabby, female fighter of the year, and dog, she's so young. She's only 22 years old, so the future's in her hands, bro. I have a feeling that this is not the last time Gabby Fundora takes home a Spit Bucket for female fighter of the year, and hell, maybe even fighter of the year one day. Oh, right. Yeah. Let's get to it, dog. Our final award. Last and final award to wrap up 2024. Everybody wants to know who is the fighter of the year. Great. You want to talk a little bit about our runner-up? This is another one that we both agreed on runner-up. We didn't each have our own honorable mention. But would you the fight? Oh, sorry, my bad. Mike's tripping. All right, I'll do it, Corey. Our runner-up for fighter of the year was Bam Rodriguez. We literally went into last week saying, "Hey, Bam's got this golden bucket." As if and Usyk needs a phenomenal performance. Shit, I ruined who my fucking fighter of the year award is. Hey, Bam Rodriguez, busy, active fighter, looking damn good. Bam Rodriguez is killing it. He's had another solid year, but our fighter of the year, Corey, take it away since I keep fucking ruining the damn surprise.
It ain't ruined it. It's just like Usyk. If Usyk didn't win this fight, Bam Rodriguez would have been that guy. Alexander Usyk, what he was able to do this year, beating Tyson Fury twice. Yeah. No man on this planet could beat Tyson Fury. Well, Alexander Usyk, he did it twice, ladies and gentlemen. And it was like a real clear cut. Everybody look, if you think about it, he just showed that he was the better man, and Usyk deserves a lot of praise. I know you got pundits out there talking about Usyk ain't one of the best heavyweights of all time, and I definitely disagree. I think Usyk's skill set, like where it's at now in this new generation, could compete with any heavyweight. Because what people fail to realize, the heavyweights wasn't that big. They were really about Usyk's size. That was a big heavyweight back in the day when you were like 225. You were a huge heavyweight. So I think Usyk one of the best heavyweights of all time. I think he would give anybody problems in the history of the heavyweight division.
Well, before I talk about that, I do want to say congratulations, Usyk, dog. Like what you said, bro. He didn't do it once. And I'm on a personal note, every time Usyk fights, I think I pick against him. He just keeps proving me wrong time after time after time. I've obviously picked Fury both times against him. And the dude is just relentless, man. He's relentless. He takes the shots. He does what it has. He takes the shots he knows he's gonna have to take to get inside. He adjusts. The dude's in shape. He's a hell of a fighter. But with that said, I do want to take some time. I want to address two things. Najee was out saying that Usyk, he's a hype job. We overhype his cruiserweight run, and then he's a hype job at heavyweight. You look at Anthony Joshua. I mean, his last 5 fights were Fury, Dubois, Joshua, or something like that. Dog, like that alone is more than anybody, especially as a heavyweight, is doing. And when we talk about like because Najee said that we don't give Bud and Devin Haney enough credit for their undisputed runs, but we give Usyk all types of credit for his undisputed run. I put Usyk in the Bud Crawford category because maybe their cruiserweight run and maybe Bud's 140 run wasn't blow you away, but it's what they kept doing. They continue to do. We always say it's not about winning the strap, it's about defending it. Well, when you say you're a undisputed champ and then you move up and then you're undisputed again, you're saying that I'm the best wherever the hell I'm at. And for that, dog, despite how you see it, Usyk ain't my favorite fighter to watch. It don't look as good, but you cannot deny the greatness, bro.
Okay, now.
But I'm about to argue your point about him being able to fight in the 90s and the 80s. I don't agree with that either. And I'll pick up on that in a bit if you want.
Well, okay, that's great. You got that opinion, but I think you're wrong. But let me get back to Najee saying that people overrate Usyk. I think that's very, disingenuous.
I agree. Right? With all respect to Najee, man. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that's disingenuous. I think that's I want to keep talking about Terrence Crawford and Terrence Crawford only. Terrence Crawford got all the respect in the world. He got all the respect in the world when he beat Earl Spencer, became undisputed 2 times. Right? He was the first one to do it. Everybody gave him all the respect in the world. See, the problem is people look at Terrence Crawford and they be like, okay, Terrence Crawford, you the man. Okay, you 2-time undisputed, you going up to 154, you finna fight Majimov. Let's see if you a real superstar. Now, we went to California. I forgot the name of the place, but I think it was like a Asian name of a theater that they fought at. And you can see the creases all through the seats, right? To where you didn't see everybody show up and show out like that. Like, I'm tired of this Crimea River for Terrence Crawford. We all know if you're a true boxing fan, bro, Crawford did his thing. But to just say that we overhyping Alexander Usyk is absolutely absurd. Respect, but it's absurd. Listen, Crawford had his turn. Everybody gave him his respect. Now it's Usyk time. And we're giving him his respect because, like you said, Terrence Crawford became undisputed, and that's cool. Earl didn't want to take the rematch, but he didn't defend that undisputed. Like, they took a belt from Usyk, right?
But yeah, we know.
That's the reason. You know how they
yeah.
I think that's crazy.
No, and how can you look past the size disadvantage that Usyk is always in? Yeah, we say, oh, well, it's heavyweight. It don't matter. But we're so quick to call somebody a weight bully or to say, oh, he was weight drained or to say whatever the case, he rehydrated. Like, think about how much we talk about weight in boxing on the normal, casual, day-to-day discussions. Look how undersized Usyk is. That would be the equivalent. What's that? Is a 70-pound weight difference, 50-pound weight, whatever the hell that number is. Can you imagine somebody at 175 fighting a 126-pounder and then the 126-pounder dominating that fight? So, yeah, it's the same weight division, dog. But that's another thing that does not get mentioned enough, bro, is the size advantage, the disadvantage that Usyk is constantly in, man. So, can I chime in on what I would say about all-time great, though? This is a hot opinion on my end, and I hope it doesn't get lost in the sauce. But it's going to get lost in the sauce probably. I have a hard time calling anybody probably around the Klitschko era at heavyweight an all-time great for one reason and one reason only. It's because the modern heavyweight fighters do not have to go through the gauntlet of American heavyweights. The gauntlet that was there in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. That American heavyweight has disappeared to the NFL. We have lost the great American heavyweight to the NFL. Anybody who has discipline enough at that weight to become a boxer is gonna go become a football player. It's a hell of a lot less grueling on your body and everything. So we've lost the American heavyweight. So despite me thinking Usyk is phenomenal, despite me being a huge Tyson Fury fan, despite me all of this stuff, Anthony Joshua, I think he's great. I have a hard time calling any of these guys all-time greats, and I don't really want to open it up for debate because we'll never see it. The reason I don't is because we'll never see what they look against Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield. We'll take it back. Take it back to the Burbick days, to the Spinks. I know Spinks was mainly a light heavyweight, or a cruiserweight, but we're never going to see that. And until you can get through that gauntlet of American athleticism, then for me, I have a hard time labeling any of these heavyweights all-time great. And that's my story, Corey, and I'm sticking to it, my boy.
I mean, that was nice. I mean, I get it. You know, a lot of people stuck in their eras. You know, people get stuck in their eras, and that's okay. You know,
I'm not stuck in my era. I'm calling it like I see it.
We Cowboys fans. We stuck in the 90s and see them.
You don't hear me saying that today's great. Like, I think Tom Brady would have been a great quarterback back then, you know?
But the thing is, JJ, if we're going to say that about Usyk, let's say that about Terrence Crawford.
There are great fighters he's fought. It's not like we're losing welterweights to football.
It's not
what
great
I'm saying.
fighters that Usyk fought.
I'm saying specifically a type of fighter. You know how we say that Canelo fights a type of fighter or whatever the case. That type of fighter, the athletic American heavyweight, is specifically what I'm saying. I'm not saying Usyk hasn't fought nobody. I'm not saying Fury's not a good boxer, athletic boxer.
But you know what
I'm talking about the athletic American boxer.
You say American. It's not. Look,
I'm saying that's one set. Just like you had to fight Mexicans, crazy ass Mexicans that just come forward.
These Americans ain't what they used to be, right? It's not about Americans no more because the Americans back then they had a way to cheat the fighters from across the pond. Just let's be honest, if we don't talk about it, they had a way to cheat.
Oh, now you're coming with that's a different conversation, man.
Because the fighters across the pond they get the opportunity on a equal scale, right? To be able to face, I'm telling you.
No, the Klitschko's did to boxing what Dirk did to the NBA, bro. That's why we see him on heavyweights. He brought in the Europeans. He opened the floodgates.
This is the difference right here. Dirk is a great European.
Oh, what if Vladimir Klitschko wasn't a great heavyweight fighter?
No. This is the difference between Dirk and Vladimir Klitschko, sir. Dirk had the best NBA championship run. All
right. Let's not get off. What about Vladimir run?
Vladimir, I give him his credit for beating who he was supposed to be because this is the problem with boxing fans. And you said it yourself when we talk about your guy.
Who?
You know, one of your favorite fighters is Shakur Stevenson.
Come on, that's old news. That's like 18-month-old news.
You say how people expect a certain thing. Like people, we knew who Vladimir was, so why did we expect more out of what we already knew what Vladimir was going to do?
Vladimir was great at what he did. I'm saying today's heavyweights won't ever have to fight the American athletic heavyweight. And that's a big part of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Now, I'm not saying they couldn't beat him. I'm not saying Tyson Fury couldn't beat him. I'm saying we're never. I mean, the Riddick Bowe's, hell, old George Foreman, young George Foreman. I would say Riddick Bowe.
No, Lennox Lewis.
No, that was late 90s, dog.
No,
that was late
90s.
The
top. Nah. He made Riddick Bowe throw his belt away.
That's what I didn't say.
Where was that guy from? Across the bar. He was the guy that
you talking about the very end. There was nobody after Lennox Lewis. Nobody after Lennox.
Yeah. I'm saying who was the guy in the 90s, like in the Tyson era? Who was the guy?
That's why I'm listening to you.
It was Lennox.
No, that was at the end of the 90s, dog. Nobody wanted to see Tyson Lennox in 92. They wanted to see Tyson Holyfield. George Foreman was making the comeback. Tommy Morrison was.
Remember, I tell you that American fighters had more privilege.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. That's the biggest duck in history. Oh, next to Canelo and Benavidez, but no, that's another topic. Hold on, I want to hit this. This guy said that's rubbish. Wilder was literally a smaller heavyweight for most of his heavyweight fights. but no one ever gave him credit. That's because Deontay Wilder went through 42 fighters that nobody had ever heard of. And when he finally fought somebody like a Luis Ortiz that could actually fight back, we saw trouble. Yeah, he won that fight with his power, his fucking cannon. But I mean, you're gonna make a case for Wilder being an all-time great? What? I mean, what? I don't know what you're saying.
We got Wilder his credit.
Yeah, for what he did well.
But Wilder, because a lot of people thought Wilder won that first fight against Fury, right? But see,
A lot of Wilder fans think Wilder won that first fight against Fury.
He beat everybody. You know, I thought Fury won that first fight. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
But I can see the argument where people would have thought, you know, Deontay Wilder won that fight with knocking him down a couple of times. It's just that when Deontay Wilder lost to Tyson Fury that first fight, and it was a great fight, right? But then he lost that second fight, and then instead of him accepting, you know, fair and square, you know, he blamed it on the wrong man instead of his own coach, who happened to be a white fella who's in there watching rap Tyson Fury hands up, and then he fired Mark Breland. When Deontay Wilder was under Mark Breland, Deontay Wilder did exactly what you say. When the fighter is what they got their right hand. And when he was under Breland, Breland had him with a devastating right hand, and Deontay Wilder knew how to set it up. So if we gave Deontay Wilder his credit, Deontay Wilder went wrong where Deontay Wilder thought he was a bigger fighter than Anthony Joshua at the time, and he thought it should be 50-50. And that I'm not saying that the fight shouldn't have been made. Maybe if we would have had Turkey on the seat back in the day. But
no doubt.
Anthony was the bigger fighter.
No doubt, man. Yeah, you know, and they just ain't showing throwing no hate at Deontay Wilder either. I'm just talking about them 90s, 80s, 70s heavyweights, man, that could box, that have power, real power, not this smother you with the forearm and type shit, like power that comes from, you know, setting up shots and stuff. So the stuff we miss, you know. Let's see, the Keggies mentioned that. I think I seen him drop some name.
You said even the 90s.
I don't know why it's tripping again.
Hardcore with Lewis, Tyson, Bo, Holyfield, Foreman, Tua, Briggs, Foreman, Moore, Golota, just to name a few. But see, which
I mean, you don't have to. It's not something you have to argue. I will never see.
The 90s was great, but
not just the 90s. I'm saying we don't have American heavyweights no more. We won't ever have. So, hey, but that's it, man. Let's wrap up these 2024 Golden Buckets. It was a hell of a year. My computer's still tripping. It won't let me pull these comments down. Hold up, Corey. What a day, man. What a day. It might be the worst thing Tom has ever performed. But anyway, sorry about the technical difficulties. Just know we put in a lot of work just with the editing, with the conversations, the thoughts, going back and watching old fights. So we put in the work. Sorry, it was a little choppy when it finally got delivered. But we appreciate everybody who jumped on board this year. Correct, Corey, you want to say to the supporters, man? And
I just want to thank everybody, you know, who've been rocking with the Spit Bucket Podcast, me and JJ Solomon, you know, from the beginning, you know, from whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, I mean, you know, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, just Apple, just all the social medias. Like, if it weren't for y'all, we won't be able to do what we do. So I just want to let y'all know we appreciate y'all 100% of the time. Every time you guys show up out for us, whether it's on any platform we on, y'all just show up and y'all fantastic. And we do this for y'all because we love the sport of boxing, and we're going to call it further down the middle, and we accept all agreements and disagreements. But at the end of a reality, you know, if it weren't for y'all, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So I want to thank everybody, you know, for rocking with us. I hope y'all had a happy holidays. You know, this is me and my portfolio, JJ and his. I hope y'all had a happy holidays. And if I don't go live, me and JJ don't go live, or I don't go live on my own, then Happy New Year.
Yeah, no doubt. Y'all have a Happy New Year. Look, we got some big goals for 2025. I talked about them earlier. We're sitting about 2,000 followers on average on all of our platforms. We're trying to more than quadruple that. We're trying to get to 10K on all our platforms. So anytime, man, if y'all can hit that subscribe button, we're going to keep bringing you content. the podcast is just part of it. We go to the fights, the interviews. We bring a lot of big names for interviews. So y'all keep showing some love. We really appreciate everybody. And like Mr. ILTBA said, hope y'all had a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and y'all have a happy New Year from the Spit Bucket Podcast. Salute. This is JJ Solomon.
This Corey Bradshaw, Mr. ILTBA. Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. This is the Spit Bucket Podcast.